Yo, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of the Coastal Bros. Big Chief Daddy,
Yes,
along with
sir.
Joey Two Wallets here. Uh, no big boy today. I guess his internet was going out or something, so
Oh,
he's not will
yeah.
not be available to. So no bashing the Giants. He's nowhere to be found. So,
That's all good. I'm not gonna bash the Giants. Didn't they win in overtime? You can't bash them if they win.
they won first. Actually, the first two teams, New York teams, to win in
New York,
overtime.
yeah. Not happy about the
So
other side of that coin.
why not?
Well, first of all, because my Titans took a L, so let me shine some light on that for a second. So my Titans took a L.
Really?
People are saying we suck. You know what? The Jets did not win that game. We lost that game. I'm gonna keep it way 100. We had possession of the ball 3 times, and we
Mm-hmm.
only couldn't score because we had so many targets that they had blanketed. If we had an AJ, and I will say this much as I like my tight ends, can we get like the best tight end in the draft next season in the draft? Can we draft a tight end? I would love to have the dude who went to Atlanta, Kyle. I would love to have a Kyle Pitts. I really would. Um, we beat ourselves, and it's just that simple.
Well, I honestly didn't think the. I mean, I didn't have the Jets to win that game. I mean, if we look at that game, I had your defense in my fantasy team, so I was like, well, maybe it's the curse of me as far as the whatever.
Switching it up.
Because let me tell you, for every guy I had on the team, the the guy that I had on the bench did better. I,
Ooh.
I didn't play in Clark last week before. I put him this weekend. He breaks his ankle and he's out. I put in. I don't put. I put in Pollard instead of Cordell Patterson, and the dude scores like 3 touchdowns. I put in Kirk Cousins, and Matthew Stafford goes off. So it's like I dang if you do and damn if you don't. But let's break down the Jets and Titan game. You want to break down your game real quick?
Okay. First quarter, Titans was feeling themselves, and we ended up finding ourselves down. We literally the way we played in the first, it just seemed like we expected to win the game as opposed to actually going out and doing things to win the game. And then the second half came and said, "Oh crap, we are not in the lead here." And then next thing you know, Titans do what they do. They came roaring back. And this is missing an offensive lineman, missing the two best wideouts. Josh Reynolds was the only cat who showed up, and King Henry, of course. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the first time King Henry ever ran for over 135 yards and they lost. Ryan Tannehill actually played well. I was pleasantly surprised. I know I shouldn't be pleasantly surprised because now it's like this the third year. I shouldn't be surprised when Ryan Tannehill does something good for Tennessee. But those Dolphin years haunt me still.
Well, was it Jerry McNichols? He was your leading scorer. He was your leading catcher. He had
Yep.
8 catches for 74 yards. So I
Yeah.
mean, hey, look, my daughter's chipped in. She says, Hi, Daddy. Hi, Violet. Because I'm watching it on the wife's Facebook page. You know, she won the belt. She's still winning
That's
belts
right.
around here. So we'll see how tomorrow, when you come tune in tomorrow on this sports daddy daughter picks, see what happens.
Hey, I
But
get it.
yeah, Derrick Henry 157, 33 carries, one touchdown, average about 5 yards a carry, which is pretty decent. Um, but your defense is what let me down.
30th in the league, I think.
Well, yeah, you're 30th. I'm 32. So I mean, I said you. I said Wilson was gonna have 3 picks. He got one. You guys, he threw one.
Look, me and Big Boys both said two, because automatically he's gonna throw one at the beginning of the game. He did. He didn't throw that second one. But I just want to say this: everything I've said about Zach Wilson is still dead on. Um, I haven't gone into this on the unfortunates yet because I was gonna wait a few weeks, but I had a conversation with a Jets fan. He was like, "Oh, he really likes Zach Wilson." I said, "You know what? I really like him too. But if you put a mirror in front of Zach Wilson's face, guess whose face actually shows up? It's not Zach Wilson. It's Jay Cutler. That dude is Jay Cutler reincarnated. Everybody says it's Aaron Rodgers. He ain't Aaron Rodgers. He's Jay Cutler. And as soon as that ego pops out of this kid, somebody's gonna look back on this show and be like, "Oh man, somebody said that. I gotta find that video." This dude is Jay Cutler. He's got a beautiful arm. He throws a beautiful ball. Jay Cutler only got to one NFC championship and then sat on a bike because his shoulder was aching. His
Well,
ego was going to catch up to him.
could it be the fact that he has nobody to show him what is? He's not under a veteran. They're like, go start, play. I mean, Jay Cutler same way. Go play, start, and what happens? You fall short. Goes back to
Jay
what I was saying
Cutler was,
before. Goes back to what I was saying before. I'd rather start a veteran. He ain't got nothing to lose. Let that rookie quarterback learn, 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 learn. So we'll break down a couple of these games. Uh, I won the Thursday night bet, so you owe me a
yes.
6-pack on that one.
It's six to
Uh,
two.
so are the Jacksonville Jaguars? Are they going to win a game?
Yes, they're going to win the game. Did you not see that game on Thursday?
I
That
did
was
see
a
that game. It
look,
was a game winning field goal.
and you're on
They
the edge of your seat. You can sit there with that smug smile all you want to behind that beard. You were on the edge of your seat.
I was on
Jacksonville
the
was this close to win. You didn't beat us. What was it, 33 or 35 to nothing?
no,
Texans.
I didn't beat you 40-0, but uh and no, I wasn't on my edge of my seat. I think I was asleep. I think I fell asleep. Um
Well, you're on the East Coast.
I had East Coast, this East Coast sporting time. It's crazy. My daughter is now saying go Dolphins since she's a big Dolphin fan. But
Yeah, they lost
yeah,
too.
they lost
Sorry,
too.
sweetie.
Sorry. So uh but
The one time I picked the Dolphins to win and they lose to the Colts, who is her other favorite team.
yeah, so I mean, it was like we called it the Violet Bowl. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was like, we'll see what happens. We'll see if but she likes the Colts too as well. Because she likes horses, like she always says.
Yes.
But so speaking of Jacksonville, though, is your boy trying to get fired?
The coach?
Yes.
Of
Is he
course.
trying to get fired?
I told you he was trying to get fired. That's a quick check.
Is he on his way to
Ching.
USC? Is
No.
he on his way to? He's on his way because I keep hearing he's trying to get fired to go to USC. even though he made his apology about the apology and everything else, and they said he wasn't going to get fired, but
You know who should be trying to get fired to take the Jacksonville job? Not Eric Bieniemy. That's who.
no, Eric Bieniemy is just fine. Let's go. We'll talk about Chiefs win
Stay
42
there.
to 30. 42 to 30, they win. Mahomes 5 touchdown passes. Offense looked great. Finally looked good. Defense,
Hey, and
however,
that Eagles D line is no joke. Just to add before you keep moving.
yeah. I mean, Mahomes 278. The Tyreek Hill had 3 touchdowns with 186 yards. Another 102 rushing yard game for my boy. Um, for my boy Edwards Alaire. My wife wants to know. She's coming in. Who's chirping? You still haven't fixed that?
No, I haven't fixed it. I keep telling you, I took all. It's a mystery. Look, okay, folks. I have a mystery smoke alarm. I have three in the house. I have taken the batteries out of all of them for a day. For a day. I
Disconnect them.
still can't
Put
find
them.
out.
Put new ones in.
I did. I tried. I can't find them. I can't find them. I've been looking. And look, and I even put on the headset hoping y'all wouldn't hear it because I knew somebody was going to say something.
Yeah, we hear it.
Dang on, this is
We hear
supposed
the
to be
chirping.
noise canceling. You can't hear nothing else in my background.
No, but we heard a chirp, chirp.
Oh, you know what? You might be hearing the chimes.
No, we heard a chirp,
Darn.
chirp, chirp.
I swear I'm taking all the batteries out of all of them. I have no idea
That's the
what is going on. Okay,
let's go.
I'm sorry. I need to throw a curveball. You catch that? Curveball.
Mm-hmm.
You were correct on your prediction, sir.
But
You had
what?
the Red Sox beating the Yanks.
Yeah. Well, the Red Sox beat the Yanks. Yankees are up and down all year long. The Red Sox, Yankees.
You
I
didn't
liked,
tell me. Okay, go ahead.
I liked, I liked the
Red Sox.
the Red Sox. I didn't. I know the Yankees, and the best part was that home run call. Those two home run calls, quote unquote home run calls, that from Mike Stanton about that's the longest single I've ever seen in history in baseball. It was like kill it. So, anyways, yeah, I was correct. Dodgers are playing right now against the the Cardinals.
Yep,
So
believe me, I purposefully did not put it on yet because I already know as soon as we're done with this episode, I'm gonna run and get dinner. My wife's about to get out of work. That's the reason why I tilted this way instead of the mirror. So that way y'all don't see Sonya run by talking about because she'll be quick to do it. I don't
yeah,
want y'all to see me. But she doesn't realize that normally the mirror reflects everything over here. That's why I'm over here in the corner today. But um I actually think your overall prediction. Oh, if none of you guys caught it, go on YouTube, go on Twitch, catch this man. And if I'm not mistaken, it just dropped on Twitch or it's about to. Which
no,
one?
it's on there. It's on there now. The MLB prediction show is on there. My prediction show of what I think is going on with it.
The
So
playoffs. Playoffs. So there goes a no hitter, blessed by his grandfather. There goes a no hitter. You guys might want to catch this one. You got some good facts and you got some really good predictions. And boy, he's already 1-0. So let's go.
yeah, we'll see.
And
So
hey, last thing, as an Oakland A fan first, and I'm not a Dodger hater. I live in LA. I like the Dodgers, but I love Oakland A's. Soon to be Vegas. We all know that the Angels, that LA they put is phony. That is a Anaheim baseball team. That's where they reside. They're in Orange County. They need to give them their Anaheim back instead of putting the LA in front of Angels like that matters.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've never been a big, Anaheim. I mean, I know they were from Los Angeles. I know we're getting like everybody's like, what happened to the football? Um, but I never been a big LA of Angels of Anaheim. They like the name. I personally am like, yo, I like LA. It's LA is LA. They don't play in LA. They're nowhere near LA.
All right.
They're
They played Anaheim.
so they're Anaheim. But anyways, let's see what we got here. As far as the NFL goes, the Vikings, man, 7 points
I don't know
again
why you're shocked.
against the Browns defense was really good. I guess Big Boy has a thing about the Browns looking as good as they do. What happened to Kirk Cousins?
Don't ask me. You're the one that believed in Kirk Cousins because of great fourth quarters.
I thought he was like, okay. He was
Mm-hmm.
throwing the ball all over the place. I guess because he didn't find a defense that actually plays. I mean, I saw a stat the other day. Derek Carr is leading the passing this year right now. I said, well, if your team goes down 3 touchdowns in the first half, you need to throw the ball in the second half. No wonder why he's throwing the ball. He's leading. He's
Oh,
throwing the ball everywhere. He has to get his team back in the game.
okay, that's a good argument, but the only reason why that is because Bush was hurt. And then Bush's first game back was against San Diego, who's got a monster defensive line. That offensive line is good. It's not great. That San Diego line, D line, is great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my son loves the Chargers, but he does. He's starting to pay. You know what? Let's just add this on the side. That score that he had week one. He's starting to learn football. Watching Nickelodeon. We hit on this last year. We talked about the Super Bowl last year. Nickelodeon is doing great things for football and kids, and they talk about football safety too. Man, you got to give it up for Nate Burleson and Nickelodeon. They're really teaching these kids what to look for, how to play heads up, the whole nine.
Yep, they it's a different atmosphere. I've watched it. I actually like it. Sometimes I actually prefer that over the main
I'm not gonna lie, when a dude
broad,
scores a
the
touchdown, I kind of love the
broadcast,
slime.
the slime zone. So, but that's good. We're looking at around here. Some of the other games we got. Your Ravens. I didn't get any rushing touchdowns.
I told you.
Zero.
I'm still
No
shocked
rushing.
that Baltimore beat them like that in Denver. I'm shocked.
Well, they lose Teddy Bridgewater. They lose. I mean, it's in Denver. However, do you like the call? And a lot of heat going on about that call. That they're short of 100 yards. Next thing you know, he runs for 4 or 5 yards, and they get the 100 yards, and everybody's saying Bush League. What's your thought on that?
In the words of Bill Parcells, if they line up in front of you and they do something, stop them. Stop them, so that way you don't have to worry about or beat them or stop them either way. And didn't Tom Brady do that? I'm just saying when he had the game intact. Just saying he's up here throwing for yards, knowing that he lost to the Rams, still throwing for yards. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did you
but
just see that?
at the end of the game, this game is not. But I mean, I get it. They're saying that it's a 16-point play. There's no 16-point play in Harv, and they're throwing. So I mean, I guess I mean, it's like I think I remember seeing that one during the UCLA USC game one year. UCLA or somebody don't take a knee, so or they call a timeout, and next USC just throws a big old bomb and scores a touchdown, but the game was already out of hand. They're like, "What is that?" So, but so let's get into Sunday night game, Buccaneers Patriots. That was a good game. I really thought the Patriots were going to squeak it out. I was hoping they were going to squeak it out. I saw that dude hit the upright and out or right there in the corner, and I was like, "No, what are you doing?" I mean, talk about the gods of football loving Tom Brady. It
Yeah,
was raining. It rained the whole night. But why on the final drive? The final drive.
4th and 3.
He the final drive. No, the final drive. It rains the hardest it ever did the whole entire game.
Yeah,
So the dude was. I mean, he already had a short plant leg. They were saying the kicker was a little off, but
doink.
it
Yeah,
was. He doinked that ball, and I was like doink, and I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be natural. I was gonna love it. I was gonna be like, that's what he gets. The Belichick somehow, like I thought Mac Jones was gonna Tom Brady.
I thought so
All,
too.
get him in field goal range, bam, they're gonna win. But it's good. I think that's gonna be the only time he faces New England. He's beaten out all 32 teams. He's beat them all.
Yeah, Brett Favre and Peyton Manning, I think, are the other two that did it.
Yes, I think so. I think did Brett Favre when he was with the Vikings beat the Packers?
I think when he was with the Jets, he beat the Packers,
Okay, and I
or was
know
it the
that
Vikings?
I think it
Either
was
way,
the
I
Vikings.
know he beat the Packers.
He wasn't with the Jets that long.
He was with there a year. And I think one of his, what was it, 7
Yeah.
wins that he got. Yeah.
So, and then the Chargers beat the Raiders, which is good. The Raiders have their own loss for their first loss of the. But you can't. I mean, are they like the cardiac kids? Because for some reason they're gonna put their fans. They're gonna go down 21-0 in the first half, and then try to come back because it was like 21-14, and then I'm like, oh man, they're gonna come back and win this game. And they're gonna steal it, and then late touchdown by the Chargers, and bam, Raiders finally win. But so that means there's only one undefeated team, though. One undefeated team. I didn't see this undefeated team coming. I saved them for last before we get to
I didn't
next week's
either.
games. Your Arizona Cardinals. That's not the same Rams team, was it? That wasn't the same
Yes.
Rams team.
No, that that
Was that
that was the same Rams team. You want to know what wasn't the same? The difference between Tom Brady's statue and Kyler Murray, little mouse you can't catch around the room. He's a little rabbit. You can't catch that rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
because I was looking at this. He had 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. Edmonds 120 yards. AJ Green 5 catches for 67 yards. I mean, Stafford didn't have that bad. He had 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
have
he's
an
trying to
over.
catch up.
They didn't have. But yes, they dropped. If you look at the box score, or if I go to the recap, the game, or they went down. They were down big, and when you have to come back like they were up 10-7 at half. I mean, at the end of the first quarter, the Rams were, and then you threw a 17 on them in the second quarter. Then you come out of the gate, bam, 10 out of and you shut them out in the third quarter. By then, the game was already over. I don't know. I mean, I still think the Rams, honestly, I still like the Rams in Super Bowl.
Oh,
They
I
got,
do
okay.
too. I do too. They ran into a buzzsaw.
And they're going to run into another buzzsaw next week. So we'll see what happens because on Thursday night, they play another mobile quarterback. Not as young, but looks like after he got his footing from beating the Rams, beating the Niners last week. They look, coming back and beating them 20, 28, 21. So
No,
it's,
I
I
mhm.
like the. We'll see what the Rams do. I hope they win. It's going to be it's a short week again. Uh, both teams got to win to keep pace with your Cardinals. So let's see. Let's talk about it. Thursday night. We'll talk about it now. Those are the enough for the previous week. Thursday night football starts it off. Rams going to Seattle. It's gonna be noisy. It's gonna be crazy. Maybe raining. Uh, I'm gonna go with the upset, and I think Seattle takes this game. I'm gonna say Seattle take. I think Seattle somehow, some way will 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 prevent the Rams from winning. I don't know why. Maybe it's Stafford playing in this stadium in the 12. Uh, maybe it's, I don't know about that defense stopping another mobile quarterback. They didn't show that they could do it before. And I'm a guy that doesn't put money on, like, you don't put money on, you don't bet against Tom Brady. I don't bet on Russell Wilson. All right.
Yeah,
I figured,
I'm not betting against Russell Wilson. I might
okay, he's
pick
gonna find,
against him, but I'm not betting no money on it.
right. I'm not putting any money and no six packs on the fact that I think the Seahawks are gonna beat the Rams. I'm not, or the Rams are gonna beat the Seahawks on that one. But
You know
I
what?
think the Rams.
We're no, I we're on the opposite sides of the track for different reasons, but we concur on that. I'm actually picking the Rams to go 4-1 and Seattle to go 2-3. But I'm not betting on that. Right now I'm 55-45. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Rams are favored by 2.5, so we'll see what happens. The London game, London calling to London. Man, I feel bad for London. You get the Falcons and the Jets, 1-3 versus 1-3.
I have a feeling that's going to be an exciting football game that we might not wake up to see.
I'll be at work. It's 9:30 over here. You'll be sleeping.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping.
So
Sleep.
yeah, but I think this is where I wouldn't be shocked if this game ended in a draw and a tie, just because these two teams are that bad. So, what do you?
26-23 Jets.
All right, you gonna put a wager on that one? Oh, he's getting a pin out. All right, let's talk about a couple more games here. I'm looking at the schedule.
Okay, I'm looking at the schedule too. That's why I was looking down. Are we not going to talk about the other 1-3 game where really the Patriots could actually possibly be 3-1?
Well,
I
I
mean,
think
two of
they're
those games
not
that they lost were on the final drive of the game. I mean,
they're not a 1-3 team. They're
no,
more of a, they probably should be a 2-2 at the most, maybe a
at the
3-1.
least. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So how much did the
But
Patriots win by?
uh, I think they win by 14.
Okay,
I
so
think they
you
win by. I
got
think they're favored by 9, but I think they win by 14. So
that
yeah,
makes
I got
sense.
them.
What's your score?
Uh, 28, 14. I think maybe Texans get like a late touchdown. Like, it could be up 21, and then maybe Texans get like a late touchdown to, stat touchdown. We'll see.
And
But
it's in Houston, so I mean, I guess we could reduce the points by I guess 6 or 7, but it still
right.
leads towards your 14 or for the
But I
NFL
mean, if
saying what they said
if
9 or 6.
they're saying 9.
9
They're
makes
saying
sense.
nine. So, if we look at a couple more games real quick,
Is there
your
any chance in
Titans,
head? Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
your Titans should bounce back against the Jags. I'm sure. Um, I'm certain they. You picking your Jags to beat your Titans?
No, I just don't think it'll be a close game. I
Well,
think.
it's there. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Well, they're minus 4.5. So I mean,
That
Titans
makes
are favored
sense.
by 4.5. 4.5. So it's real small. I'm hoping
I'm. hmm
for fantasy's sake because I might be playing them again. I might play your Titans. I haven't released them yet. I'm hoping. I did pick up the Ravens defense to maybe against the Colts, so maybe I get that instead. So
If I were you, I would pick up Carolina's defense against Philly.
if they were available, I probably would,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think they're available. They
That'd be second.
we'll get the new acquisition there. So
hmm Now
um,
this one is for the little one. Dolphins at Buccaneers.
what about it?
Where's the champ at? What does she got to say?
Uh, she she's going with her heart. She's thinking the Dolphins. Like what she says right here. Go Dolphins. So
There you go, Violet. Can
so
I
she's
pick my
she's
upset for the week right now?
go ahead.
24-21. Somehow, some way, none of us saw this coming, and Miami beats Tampa.
Well, when Brady was with the Patriots, he found a way to always lose against Miami. I just don't see it. I don't see it. They're
I
favored by
don't either.
10. They're favored by 10, and I don't even think it's going to be that close.
I didn't either. But you know what? None of us saw the Jets beat the Titans. Not one person. And not one person saw Arizona beating the Rams. And there's always
You did.
one huge up. Yes, I did. But I was going with my heart, not my head. Just being honest.
Oh, all
But
right.
everything about this game screams Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. There's no
You
other
put it.
lopsided games left on the schedule other
You
than
want to
that
put it.
one.
You want to put a 6 pack on it? Are you that confident to get a 6 pack
I'm
on it?
I'm about 55-45. I have a feeling. I don't have a guarantee. I have a feeling. If there's one upset this weekend, it's not going to be Philly over Carolina. Um, we all know he's going to show up. It's not going to be Jackson over Tennessee, but we all know that's going to be a close game. And it's not going to be the Texans over the Patriots, no matter what. That's not going to happen. And I mean, I could really keep going down, but I could easily see the Lions beating the Vikings, but that's not a shocker to me. The Bengals beating the Packers, not going to happen. Um, you know what? That's actually a good question right there. If Teddy doesn't play, who you got in the Pittsburgh and Bronco game? Because
Broncos.
you know how Drew Lock is. He's a lock to
Broncos.
throw some picks
Broncos.
in Pittsburgh.
Big Ben. Big Ben is horrible. Big Ben is washed up. Needs to retire. Call it quits. You're old. You're done.
I
And
just realized there is, yeah.
they don't have a backup quarterback to save that team. Unless you call Cam Newton out of wherever heck he is right now.
He's a running back in that European league. I think he signed with. It was all over
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook and everything.
So
There is one other upset in this one. Out of all the games, there's only two games I can see: is Miami over Tampa or possibly Chicago over Oakland. I did say that, didn't I? Dick on it. I said Oakland, Chicago
Oh,
over Vegas.
you owe me another Coke. Justin Fields just got announced as the starter from now on out. He's going to be this. Nagy's going with Fields. So
He's got no choice.
uh, with that defense they got, and the way almost said it, Las Vegas starts off. Las Vegas starts. I could see that. But if it was in Chicago, since it's in Vegas and they might have, I don't know who else performing at halftime or pregame. They had Ice Cube. What are they gonna bring out next?
How about the real Khalil Mack show up? Because
Yeah,
he ain't showed up since he showed up in Chicago.
yeah. Well, he hasn't been the same since he showed up in Chicago. He's, back then when
And
he was with the Raiders.
yeah, he wasn't that guy then either.
So, well, I got the Raiders, man. As much as I need the Bears to win, I got the Raiders. I think the Raiders go to 5-1 for some crazy reason. I don't like the way the Raiders, but I mean, Chicago doesn't have a Chicago doesn't have a defense that could cover a lead. They got a young quarterback.
I was just thinking that. I could see Derek Carr like storming back. I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
The another game I'm looking at for is the Browns and the Chargers.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No,
Veto. I'm stealing it from friends. Veto. Make it personal.
dude, the
Buffalo goes to your
Chargers though.
house. No, Buffalo goes to your house. The dude's right behind you. Make it personal.
I'll get to this game in a minute, but the Chargers. I like I think the Chargers offense. I'm not like Adam Schefter, and I'm not about to put Justin Herbert in the Hall of Fame. I'm not giving a bus to Justin Herbert yet.
Okay.
However, I am putting him in the MVP candidate race. I think he has MVP written all over him. I do like that defense. Joey Bosa's wallet's going to be a little light, but I don't blame the guy. I don't blame the way those referees have been calling games, especially against the Chargers. For some reason, they're always going against the Chargers' way all the time. They got calls going left and right with him. So I like them. So okay. You like the Chargers?
We
You taking
like
Chargers
them.
too?
Yes. Yes.
You taking Chargers?
I'm not that big on Cleveland. We just saw what
Right.
Minnesota really did. Minnesota outplayed them. They just couldn't beat them.
Right. I
Maybe
mean,
because their quarterback was Kirk Cousins. Maybe that was. Oh, but he's great. Oh, my bad, my bad. I don't want to bring
he
up
had a
Minnesota.
couple good games. I'm just,
Yeah,
I
what
don't
are
know.
those? What are those teams at right now that he played?
Okay, he was a good fantasy team guy. Okay,
Yes, because
look
he's
at just
always got to catch up.
just like Phillip Rivers, your gunslinger, one of the
Hey,
best
Philip Rivers used to
point
win games.
points, best point guy. So let's see. Before we get, I know you're itching to get to this game behind me, but I'm going through some other games real quick. Your 49ers, Arizona. Does Arizona stay undefeated?
Jimmy Garoppolo will be sacked 3 times at least.
At least.
At least.
Hmm.
And your boy Chandler Jones is going to get at least 1.5 of them.
Okay.
That I will call.
So, is it time for Trey Lance to come in? I mean, he didn't look that good at all because he had what, 2 catches and they both were to Samuel, and one was a busted coverage that went 75 yards.
No,
Uh, they
not
might
yet.
want to go to
No.
a. They might want to go to another. Figure this stuff out as far as their quarterback situation if they don't want to sign Garoppolo.
Well, not yet.
So
And let's wait for Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's have him have a couple more bad games, and then Miami will be calling at the trade deadline. I called it last week. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody knows San Francisco wants to move on. Matter of fact, that's a great question. When is the San Francisco 49ers bye week?
according to this, the 49ers bye week isn't until, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, not till the end of the year.
November 22nd is their bye week.
Yeah, yeah. They play on the 21st, then they play on the 28th. So
That
somewhere
seems
around there.
like a perfect time for Lance to come in.
Well,
What does that give
we'll see.
Jimmy? 8 games?
8 games, yeah.
That seems perfect to me. Halfway through the season, you want to, and then when's the trade deadline? Actually, I think the trade deadline they moved it up, right?
The San Francisco's bye week is week 6. So it's the it's the 3rd week of October. That's their bye week. So if they're gonna do something, they're gonna have to do it now.
Yeah, the NFL trade deadline is November 3rd.
So
That gives
November
us 3
3rd
more
is gonna be,
weeks.
and it's gonna be. I mean, they could trade him right before the Arizona game because you guys got their bye week's week 6, and then they got Indy, Chicago, then Arizona, and then they go back to the Rams. So I don't know. I still got them on the bottom, but all right, let's get to it. Everybody wants to talk about this game, Sunday night game. Chiefs, Buffalo, defending AFC Championship preview from rematch from last year. Josh Allen looking good. Funny part is, as of right now, it's like 0.4% going towards Buffalo right now.
So
50.6.
what is the spread? Is it even?
The spread is Chiefs by 2.5. And that strictly is where they're at. That's home field. Home field, I always give them 3. So that's literally 2.5. 2.5. Their defense is going to get tested. They do get
Tested
Josh Gordon.
for stupidity or tested for COVID?
Tested for, can you stop the run? Can you stop Josh Allen? Can you stop the run? Can you stop Singletary? Do you think he?
I picked him up on my fantasy.
I was thinking about getting Cole Beasley because I'm thinking, well, maybe he might
Isn't
have a
he?
good.
Yeah, isn't he top 10 in the league in catches?
Right. Top 10. And
Yeah.
he's going against a weak secondary who didn't make any bid for anybody. Who didn't. If I would have known that Gilmore was on a trading deadline, not just released, I would have found a way give him away a couple picks to the Patriots for some defensive help. Maybe they go get was it Jaden Smith, the linebacker that just got let go from Chicago.
That's
I mean
just
from
what I was talking
Dallas.
about. I said, who Dallas cut who? Because I didn't want
Yeah,
to mess
they
up
just
his name, but Jalen Smith.
yes. So
The
maybe they
Titans
get
need him
him.
more than you do.
Well, we need DBs, we need corners, we need safeties.
Yeah, and we need a run stopping
And
linebacker.
but we also need some linebackers that can actually play the stop the run defense. Hopefully they move Chris Jones from the end back into the middle because I don't know why he's on the end.
Because he's
Move him
good
back in.
there.
He's not good there. Chris Jones needs to be in the middle, in the center, and stopping runs, not on the end. Not on the end. But at the same time, we'll see. I mean, Josh Gordon activated, 53-man roster. He's gonna play this weekend supposedly. We'll see what he does.
But then you guys don't need.
Like I said,
You
he
guys don't
can't
need the
play defense.
linebacker.
We
The former
need.
linebacker from Dallas can.
I'm hoping we get somebody. I mean, if I'm looking at it right now, we don't have Willie Gay. He's gonna be on. He's on injury reserve. Chris Jones is questionable. We're not gonna have Amari Watts. He's questionable. Our defense is thin. They're missing a couple key players, but I like this game. I think we're gonna outscore them. This might be your high scoring game. 42-35. 42-35. And the way the NFL Sunday night games have been going, it's going to be a thriller. It might even be closer than that because
Yeah,
they've
I only
had
didn't record one of them for you.
they've had one great thriller right after the other. Um, but I'm gonna go. I think the Chiefs. What do you got? You think the Chiefs gonna pin them, or you think it's gonna be Buffalo? You think Buffalo got it taken out? Taking it, going to 4-1? Because the Chiefs need this win. They go down 2-3, and the rest of the league wins. We in trouble.
No, I have the Chiefs in the upset because I have a feeling. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I have a feeling that that number is going to drop to a half a point to even before game time. I'm surprised it's at 2.5 now with the way Buffalo's been playing offense. But I would have to quote somebody from a sports show, Mr. Wright. He's usually right when he comes to stats, and he always steals mine before the show. If you look at his stats, the QBR is not so well with Josh Allen. That defense has played a bunch of bad teams, and they've taken advantage. Singletary is averaging more now than he did last year in the first beginning of the season. So,
But this is dude. We are ranked 32nd. We are dead last. Our defense is dead last.
I get that. But what if I
So
told you that it wouldn't matter because the Chiefs are going to win by 13 points? And I bet you a case on that.
okay, I'll take it because I don't think it's winning by 13. I'll take it.
13.
13 points, really? Okay. So, man, I'm over here looking at
Dodger
this
game.
game here.
Just
Dodger
tell me
game.
what the score is. Last time I saw the ticker that ran across my phone, it showed St. Louis getting a run. I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
still
anything for the Dodgers yet.
it's still 1-0 in the bottom of the second.
Uh, Dios mío.
So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, final
Last thing.
thoughts, real quick.
Last thing before we
Final
get into
thoughts here. We
that.
got about.
Stephon Gilmore in Kansas City. What you feeling? How you feeling? What you thinking?
It's not gonna happen. He went to Carolina.
Did I miss that?
Yep. Stephon
No.
Gilmore went to. Yes, he's now in Carolina. He didn't get released. He got traded.
What? Oh
Yes,
man.
Stephon Gilmore. When I put on that post, I put on, "Hey man, well, who do you think is gonna take? Who's gonna have a good chance to grabbing Stephon Gilmore?" Well, guess what?
Oh.
Steph Gilmore he never got released. He got
It says he got
traded.
cut.
He never
Oh,
got
and the
cut.
next paragraph down is he got traded to the Panthers.
That's what I'm
Ain't that
saying.
about some biscuits?
For a sixth round pick in 2023. 2023 for sixth round pick got Stephon Gilmore. I would have
Look,
loved Stephon Gilmore with the Chiefs. The
I don't
Panthers are
think
coming to come. Panthers are coming to play.
I get it, but wasn't Tom Brady drafted in the 6th round by that New England?
So you think they're
I'm
gonna
just,
find
I'm
another
just.
Tom? Are they gonna find
They
another
don't
Tom
need
Brady?
a Tom Brady, but imagine if they find another Ty Law, another Willie McGinnis.
Yes.
I'm
How?
just saying, another Teddy Bruschi. You already know they're gonna draft somebody from a Boise State, a Ohio Miami, a Citadel player. Like, who's this guy? Next thing you know, why is he so good? This happens with New England every year. Jamie Collins, okay, perfect example, has been horrible everywhere else. He's actually a free agent now. He's only played great in New England. Why is that? Because there's just something about Belichick. I will never doubt the scouting ability of Bill Belichick in defensive players. He got lucky with one quarterback, but then again, he never really had to draft any. And then technically, he's always drafted good quarterbacks. He's done horrible with wide receivers. I can't believe I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. He's gone, man. He went to. I think Carolina's gonna be here to play. Um.
I thought Carolina was good as soon as I saw that last preseason game. I'm like, ooh, you
Yeah.
know,
So.
that's one of the reasons why I got the Saints finishing third or fourth in the division. I got Carolina in second easy.
Well,
And
they might finish. They might overtake that number one seed. I think they
you got
might
them
finish.
overtaking Tampa.
Well, the way Tampa's been playing, Tampa looks old.
So does the
They're not
defense. I
playing.
agree.
They're not playing to their competition.
Super Bowl hangover. I agree.
Okay. Carolina, Sam Darnold got on a mission. Dude got 4 rushing touchdowns already. Got more rushing touchdowns than
Lamar Jackson,
all the Lamar, Allen, Mahomes. Who else? Russ.
all put together.
Yeah,
I think the only guy behind him is Kyler Murray. I think
yeah.
he's got
When you got
two
more,
or three.
when you got, when you're leading the league in rushing and you're not even a mobile quarterback, you're not
No, he's
mobile.
an athlete. He's an athlete.
He's an athlete. But if I told you in the beginning that he was going to be the number one quarterback of rushing touchdown, you'd have been like, no way.
No, I
So
wouldn't see that come. But I mean, we saw that
after
dude run for his life in New
after
York.
after week 4, right? But see what happens when he gets some weapons around him and an offensive line and a
Yeah,
running back.
yeah. Except that running back
Can
went
you
down, and so he was like, "I'll do it."
can you give a comeback player of the year to a guy that really didn't get hurt but went to a new team and successfully
Absolutely,
resurrected his career?
absolutely. Like for example, if Carson Wentz, which we all knew wasn't going to happen, if Carson Wentz would have played well, would have said, "Oh, Carson Wentz is the comeback player of the year after what's happened to him."
Because I vote for Sam Darnold comeback player of the year already after 4 weeks. So
I think
so
I'm
we know
close.
you
I'm close with you on that.
so we know you got your unfortunate 4 that are coming out later. I give you my top 4 right now who I think that are pretty good in the, making headways right now in the NFL really fast. Number 1 is going to be obviously your boys in Arizona because they're they're amazing. Number 2, they had a slow start, but they seem to get their stride back, and that's the Green Bay Packers. I think they're coming along, and they had a slow start, right? Number three, even though they lost, is the
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, and number four it's I hate to say it, but it's the other team in LA because
Superchargers.
something about those Chargers. So I I
Hey
got those are my
Chiefs,
top.
all you Chiefs fans watching this, don't get upset. He's just being real right now. He's just being real.
No. We're if the Chiefs right now are like 6, 7. They're not. They're not there. They're not there.
Their offense
You
is
know.
6 or 7. If you
They're
average
yeah.
out with
They're
their
deep.
defense, they like
Yeah. Their power rankings. They're not there. So
no.
all right. Well, that's gonna do it for today. Appreciate you guys watching, listening. Like I said, make sure you follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're all about keep your nose to the ground. You never know what we might be doing. Maybe get some stuff out. We'll see. You gotta just keep following us on Facebook, and you'll find out what's going on around here. We got some things brewing, should I
Percolating.
say? Percolate. So, but
No, we
also
got
just
we got
make sure
we
you
got some stuff going, y'all. We got some stuff going.
yeah, make
And
sure
we've been
you
talking about for the last couple of weeks. We might have a giveaway here pretty soon.
right. Do maybe a giveaway. Like I say, keep your nose in your Facebook as long as it doesn't go down. But then again, maybe check Twitter, TikTok. We'll be around uh, for a giveaway. Also, be on the lookout for the next episode of In the Car with Joey Two Wallets on and also there goes a no hitter. I'll be recapping some of these games. I'm hoping for a different outcome of this wild card game. Don't look good, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Appreciate everything you're doing, and we shall talk to you later.
Be safe. God bless.